First impressions of NHL 23. Figure we go in, we play a dropping game, and I can give you guys my first impressions of the gameplay. So here is my build currently on the screen. I'm playing on old gen. All the games that I've played so far have been on new gen. I've played about 20 games or so, and here we go. So obviously, to start out with, personally, NHL 23, I like the gameplay. I think the changes that were made are pretty good ones. There's still some things that I'm going to be talking about that are some little critiques that, you know, shouldn't be there. We're going to start with a two-way defenseman for now, just kind of give... Oh, I did not change my settings in terms of visual settings. We'll have to play like this for now. But, yeah, so defense, obviously, you know, that's like a big thing that's been nerfed. And offense has been majorly buffed, obviously. So, basically flipped. NHL 22, you were very limited on what you could do in the offensive zone. Make a pass there, see what Green does with it. Takes your shot. All right. So, and obviously, defense last year was very OP. It was very easy to kind of, you know, shut the play down. The guys in the offensive zone, you know, you kind of can nudge them, and they weren't able to get much. Right there, you can see cross creases, goaltenders, for one. AI goaltenders are very good in terms of stopping the cross creases, you know. It doesn't work all the time, obviously, but they do dive over and make that stop like they're Andre Vasilevsky, honestly, which I don't understand why. In terms of defense, you have to be able to time your poke checks, just like that one right there. And you obviously can't hold your stick like you were able to do last year, how you would gain speed holding your stick down with the defensive stick right there. Nice pass, and then not much. I still have ice. Man, I have to go in and change my settings. This is, you know, old gen right now. Kind of getting some games in. I also have auto backskating on too, which I didn't realize. Yeah, there's a lot of problems here. I should have done this beforehand, honestly. Body checking in general, if you line up the body check, they go down. But if you nudge them, like if you're glancing off, the guys don't lose the puck very often unless they really have low balance and strength. But honestly, the base levels of all that have gone up. So you can actually get to like 80 speed with like a shorter build now. You know, it's like, it's kind of insane. Passing in this game feels like NHL 21. Little poke there. That's all you can really do. One thing I've noticed right there, I did a little stick lift. Stick lifts in this game are like the new tripping penalties of last year, how easy it was for you to trip somebody. You don't really see too many trips this year, at least I haven't, in what I've played so far. But stick lifts now, if you are anywhere near their hands while you're stick lifting, it's almost a guaranteed penalty. So honestly, the two-way defenseman build, in terms of just kind of starting out, if you're playing defense, this is more for those guys. Puck-moving defenseman, it's not really good in terms of any zone abilities that you can have at the start. I mean, send it. You don't really need that because passing is easy in this game. You know, it kind of eliminates all the passing traits. I don't believe you need to have any passing traits this year unless you really want to have tape-to-tape or something for those auto saucers. I guess you could do that for send it as well. But honestly, I mean, for a breakout pass, right? You don't really need send it, in my opinion. You can whip those passes through. If you're really good with passing in last year, you're going to be that much better this year. In terms of defense, you really got to make sure you see all these guys. They got stick 'em up. You know, quick pick is what I'm using right now. Stick 'em up is going to be probably the way to go in terms of defense until you can master a style without it. But if you're playing defense, stick 'em up, very good starting ability. That's why I think sometimes people would rather use defensive defensemen, just because they have that gold stick 'em up to start the game out. And you're a bigger guy, you can hit guys, you know, you can kind of hold on to the puck, your balance is higher, so all that kind of stuff plays into just being a very solid defenseman. I should change auto backskate, honestly. That's what I have. All right, let's see here. So offensively, if I can get around the bend. Oh, he makes that save. Now, what I've noticed in terms of offense, backhanders go in a lot more, especially against AI goalies. There's that quick pick. There's that quick pick, and I can't move the puck. The LTs seem really weird right now for me. I think it's due to auto backskating in some way. Just doesn't feel right. So here you got to like play inside leverage and just take away the inside. Goalies do dive, right? I mean, they definitely go for the puck more. Yeah, see, I've got that auto backskate, definitely. I would have turned my hips there a little bit. If I can grab it. All right, see, so obviously making a pass there pretty easy. There was a lot of times last year it'd be like a 50-50. You would throw it a little bit too hard or too far ahead of them or something like that. Let's go a little 3-on-1 here. Let's see what happens. Quick pick didn't activate. Okay. Stick lift. The only reason that didn't become a... Well, it might have been a penalty. I'm not even sure. Can't even tell if I hit his hands or not. Big hit there. I think it would have gotten a vibration on my controller if that was the case. So probably not. Yeah, no. Let's go here. Backhand score. So that you see how that is, right? A two-way defenseman can backhand it like they're Patty Kane. I tell you, backhands in this game are just easy. They're cash money. So obviously, you know, defense is going to be, you know, my main driving point here, and just kind of mastering a style that works. So I'm actually going to start a series about just kind of, you know, playing a lot of drop-ins or just anything in general. Just kind of give you guys some defensive tips here and there of things that I learned, just so you guys are on page with everything in terms of the defensive side of things. Because offensively, pretty dominant. You don't have to be, you know, very flashy to be successful in the offensive zone this year. If you know how to avoid some hits here and there, glancing off hits, then you'll do pretty good in the offensive zone. It's not like last year you get nudged off the puck so easily and you can't move or do anything. It's just a little tap on the shoulder. Haven't seen much of truculence yet because obviously you don't get that till you're level 30 in terms of power forward. And the enforcer has it, I think, in the beginning. I'm not sure. I would have to double check that, but I haven't seen anybody use Enforcer just so that they can get that. So, but still, what's up to gauge how the hitting is in terms of how OP Truculence was last year, just to kind of gauge that. So, I got nothing on that so far. Hold the blue line there, grab the puck, hold it. Ooh, it was a penalty. I'd like to see what this is if they allow us to see it. All right, so yeah, it was a trip. I didn't even see that. So tripping still happens. It's not like it doesn't, right? If you're careless with your poke check, you're right behind somebody, they're going to go down, right? But it's just how easy it was to trip somebody last year. It doesn't seem like it's that sensitive this year. You know, you kind of get a little bit away of, you know, you can kind of get away with some of the, you know, careless poke checking. It's just when you poke check, you slow down so far. That's like your penalty. Like, that's like your negative thing right there, you know? If you're holding your stick out trying to spam it, you're going to get beat to the outside with anybody controlling the puck. It really doesn't matter. So that right there, you can see a backhander roofing it top shelf with my 70-something accuracy, 75 freaking power shot. You know, I'm able to roof that top shelf. No problem. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous how you can do that. Bigger builds, they can get up to, you know, they can get up to basically 90 speed. I'm at 90 speed right now with this two-way defenseman. You know, last year you could probably, max it out like 88 or something. They definitely upped the speed of the game in general. Give me that poke check. Let's see if we're going to chop this around. Nope, I missed that. It's insane, but try to reestablish. See right there. If he's able to curl more and then shoot it far side, he would have scored that goal. He kind of shot it back at the goal. If he shot it on the far side of the goal, he would have gotten it. Controlling it a little bit. See what I can do. Dish it to my teammates, Green. And then here we go. Ooh, almost. A little spice with the sauce, right? Might have been able to get that through. They pass it out. We play back. There's that quick pick. If Green turned it up, he would have had a potential breakaway right there. So it's 1-0 right now. Let's see what Green does with it. Takes a shot. See, if he shoots to that far side, I believe that's going in. These guys are trying to shoot it back short side. If you cut across the goalie and shoot it far side, you're going to be scoring. That's like definitely a glitch goal this year that beats AI goalies. They dive over for cross creases, right? That's how it was in the beginning of NHL 22, I believe, as well. So we'll see when they add patches. See, here's the cross. Shot it back basically to the middle of the goalie, but even still, you see how quick the goalie darted over. That's kind of a pain. What just happened? Oh, man. I did not even... Wow. The whole game just froze on me. It had a huge spike. So this is old gen. That's actually the first thing I have. New gen gameplay, honestly. I mean... Oh, here it is again. Oh, no. Is my internet dying? I freaking wonder. I'd love to see what the ping was, honestly. 2% pack loss. That's what it is right now. The ping is fine. Like 18, but yeah, pack loss right there kind of killed me. I mean, this is old gen, right? That's kind of always been the problem with old gen. New gen, I had no problems with connection. It was actually looking better at new gen in terms of everything. He's gonna... Oof. So in terms of defending that, I mean, it's like... It almost seems like you should just be focusing more on the puck carrier, allow the goaltender to handle that cross crease. I mean, if you could play the cross crease, do it. But if he starts cutting in, play the puck carrier, because if they drag it in, Shoot it far side, they're going to score. I mean, anything into the inside, you shoot it far side, it's going to be going in. The NHL 20 glitch goal in terms of anybody who wants to score on the breakaway or penalty shot, it's NHL 20. Pull it, either forehand or backhand, and tuck it on the far side of the goaltender. That's pretty much the main way of scoring here. Great play there. I'm going to go backdoor for them. Ooh, wonder if there's a trip there. There is. Awesome. So I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about here. It's pretty easy to score. That's actually how it was last year, I think, as well, right? NHL 20. But let me see if I could do it in a way where it kind of goes in every time. I can't even see where the goalie is now. Holy. Go here like this, bounce off the boards, you pull it, and then bang. That's pretty much how you score this year. It's the same way as last year, but it helps out those lefties, because lefties last year was like the goalie would sometimes dart over and get a block or a pad on it. The glove side was always where it would always go in, so righties had that ease of scoring last year with the penalty shots, doing it like that. But lefties as well, it seems like it works. It's that much more effective now, so it's a freaking glitch goal, man. And even like the forehand, backhand, forehand. This guy's going to beat me with speed, cutting to his inside, and then bang. See, you really have to do that. Maintaining inside leverage. I should not have passed that. I didn't know why I did that. I missed on the initial poke. And this is the problem here. You poke check. You see how I kind of lost speed, but you can kind of regain it depending on how fast the puck here is. Your pursuit has to be more back to the inside. You just start cutting right to the middle. When he cuts to the middle, then bang. That's how you poke check. You want to try to keep your inside leverage as best as you can. You know, you hold the blue line, wait for a chance to poke check. If you miss, try to regain it. Don't hold your stick out. Just kind of, you know, just tap in RB or tap in R1 if you're on PlayStation, right? Overall, I think everything's pretty much covered. Hitting in this game, it's definitely nerfed a little bit, right? It's not as easy to hit. I think I mentioned that before, though. Now, in terms of cross creases, if you go more backdoor feeds, like I'm talking about getting really close to the goaltender, like beating your guy to the back post, point blank on the goalie, those go in more successfully than the actual 1Ts in like the middle or high slots. Let's see if he does it here. Bang. So he actually saves that, but still, I think if I had a little bit more, if I was closer to the net there, and maybe perhaps if whoever was that pass that, if he was wider to the right side and then made a pass across, that would go in more often. Score. 1 second. Wow, what a shot. So like those types of shots, you can actually go in. If you go in and you just shoot it, you can kind of pick a corner this year. It's quite nice. Just shooting in this game is buffed. I mean, everything all offensively. Passing, controlling the puck, even LT movements, right? We don't even need elite edges, and we're able to make these moves just like that. It's insane, honestly. And then defense, you got to make sure you're just waiting for them to cut to the inside, hold the blue in as best you can, and then again just keep inside leverage. You know, wait for them to cut in, go for the hit, go for the poke. But if he gets around you, it's pretty much over. You know, that's how it is. Honestly, that's how it's been in all the games that I've played so far in New Gen. And overall, I think that's just, you know, it's a style that we're gonna have to get used to. And then again, we'll see how it translates to the first patch of the game when they add crossplay as well to the game. So we'll see how that works. But overall, again, my impression of the game, I like it. I like the game. You know, you could be more creative, and that's just, you know, it goes with the offensive buffs. But defense is not impossible to play. There's a lot of people that have troubles playing defense. It's not impossible. It's really not. If you know fundamental defense, you will succeed just like anything else. I have a TEAL guide video that I did in NHL 22. You guys can check that out. The link in the description down below. So you guys can kind of check that out if you guys want a little bit more detail in terms of how you can be playing defense a little bit better this year. But the overall concept of that video still applies to everything in this game to help you guys out. If you guys have any concerns, you guys can put it in the comments down below, as well as your opinion of the game as well. I mean, I pretty much laid it on the line here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.